Axel is on the mend. It's been 2 weeks since he was found collapsed on a street in West Bromwich, so thin he could barely stand, so malnourished his fur was coming off in clumps.
As you can see, he's got no muscle at all. His ribs are showing, he's incredibly thin still, and his fur is, quite nasty and very, very sparse. I think the fact that he's such a tough dog means he survived. A lot of others probably wouldn't.
Lynn runs the Animal House Rescue Charity, working with Birmingham City Council to take in dogs which have been abandoned, saving them from having to go into kennels. Axel is just one of her latest arrivals. She wants to see the courts given the power to dish out higher sentences for those convicted of animal cruelty. But that's easier said than done.
The problem with cases like this is that convictions are incredibly hard to secure, and even when they are, the sentences are often seen as little more than a slap on the wrist.
There were 936 sentences for cruelty handed out last year. Of those, the average jail sentence was 3.3 months. The average fine was £244.
They're utterly pathetic. There is no deterrent. They'll just go out and do it again.
And it's not just dogs, of course. These kittens were dumped in Sheldon, starving, filthy and cold. Their brother had already died by the time they were found. DEFRA, the government department responsible for animal cruelty laws, said we share the public's high regard for animal welfare and have strict laws in place to deal with people who are not properly looking after them. Anyone who's cruel to an animal or does not provide for its welfare needs may be banned from owning animals, given an unlimited fine or sent to prison. But for many, that's simply not good enough. A private member's bill is now being pushed through Parliament, supported by MPs and the RSPCA, demanding tougher penalties.
I don't think they send out a strong message for two reasons. Firstly, they don't send out a strong message to the people, particularly those that are being deliberately cruel, that it's not a joke. And also, I think if we care about animals, we have to ensure that we give the animals the respect they need. And tougher sentencing would do both of those things.
It's despicable, the behaviour of some people towards pets, wonderful animals that we take for granted every day, but also the links to other issues, abuse of vulnerable adults and abuse of children. There are really strong links between those who would abuse an animal and those who would do the same to a human.
The bill will be given a second reading in February, but for now, for dogs like Axel, the focus is more on fighting his way back to health. Charlotte Cross, ITV News, Birmingham.